Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, January 9th, and I have a jam-packed day. I have three amazing guests today, and I'm so excited about it. Today, I have Miss Color du Jour, Alaina.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you here. And today, we're going to talk about transition, a fearless transition.
Yes.
And one thing about Alaina, she's known for her fearless transition. She started out as a teacher,
Yes, a 7th grade science teacher.
and now she is not only a makeup artist, but also owns a makeup studio.
Thank
So that's a lot of transitioning.
That is.
A new mom. I mean, not so new, but still a new mom.
2 years. He's 2
Yes.
years now. Yeah.
So a lot of transitions. So, I mean, you're an expert on that then.
I would say I'm almost there. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure I'm going to do a lot more transitioning.
Oh, that's what life is about, continuous transition.
Right.
So let's talk about Elena the Mother.
Okay.
Let's talk about Elena the Mother. What do you love about motherhood?
I love everything right now. My baby, he is amazing. Very smart. He has all of the characteristics of my husband. So it's so funny to see him. It's a little Josh. But outside of that, I mean, his personality is amazing, and he's a busybody. So we always have to stay moving with him.
So with your son, do you plan on having any more children?
One more. We're going to work on one more this year.
And another transition is your weight loss. You look
yeah.
amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've lost like 40 pounds. Yeah.
I remember about 4 or 5 months ago you did my makeup, and we were talking about you working out, a trainer.
For what month? What month was that?
I can't remember. I have to look it up, but it was about 4 or 5 months ago. And you were in the process. You were already working out and trying to, implement that discipline in, but you look so great.
Thank you. I did keto too for a little bit.
And we were talking about that day. And one of my words this year, you say discipline, is discipline, family, and clarity. Those are my 3 themes for the year. I love everything in threes, everything in odd numbers. Okay, and discipline is one of my things this year because I realized that discipline is what pay off.
Right. That's true.
Discipline,
and consistency.
But discipline discipline and consistency kind of coexist to me.
Mm-hmm.
They go hand in hand, you know?
Right.
And it shows. It shows.
Thank you.
But also it shows in your body, but it shows in your work effort and your work ethic. You know, being a teacher, working full time, and then building this brand behind the scenes.
Right.
Being diligent, being disciplined, and being consistent. So let's talk about that.
So as a teacher, I was building my brand. I would do makeup in the mornings, before school, in the evenings, after school, on the weekend. So my 4th year of teaching, I was just crazy. I was having like spasms because I was so like stressed. So I had to choose one. Of course, I'm going to go with my passion. So that's how I built my brand. I was able to leave teaching because I had enough clients and clientele that was going to, take care of my bills and so forth. And so I was able to leave. And after that, I opened my makeup studio 2 years later. But once I left, I feel like my business just definitely picked up from there.
Because availability.
Right,
now
of course.
You're available
right.
more.
I didn't have to tell my clients I'm not available. And I feel like, too, that's what made me leave teaching because I had to realize I can't keep telling these people, no, I can't do their makeup. So that's when I decided to go full time.
But did you have any apprehensions? I mean, now you have a guaranteed salary, days off, insurance, stability.
So because I worked so hard with my, while I was teaching, I think that it wasn't as much apprehension there. I knew that I would have enough income to support, my needs. So, I mean, people say like, were you nervous? Were you scared? And I felt like I set up myself to the point where I was able to leave just by grinding while I taught.
So it was a smoother transition for
Right.
you. Sometimes it's a little rockier for others.
Right.
How did you get into makeup artistry?
So I have an aunt. She is very big into makeup. She did pageants. She modeled for Foley's before it became Macy's. And so they had to learn how to do their makeup. They bring in makeup artists now for those events. But she had to learn. And so over the years when she would keep us, she would do our makeup. She would teach. My aunt is very descriptive. And my whole family loves to talk. And so she will break down what brush is used for, what the product is used for. And so from there, I just picked it up and got better than everyone in my family. So
check you out. So now it's 2019. So you were a teacher. makeup artist.
Yes.
Now business owner.
Mm-hmm.
So what should we expect in 2019?
2019, I definitely want to focus more on my online classes. I feel like they are doing really well, and that way I can reach more people. I do want to cut down on the number of faces that I do. And then I also want to do more classes. So just more transitioning with my brand, just making it a little bit more exclusive, I would say, when it comes to the services. Yeah.
So team leadership, team building. What do you do in your salon? I'm sorry, not salon, in your studio for the morale
It
of
is a
the team?
salon, but it's
Okay.
just makeup, geared towards makeup artistry. Yeah.
So what do you do in your studio to keep your team engaged and connected?
I always try to do like a photo shoot every Christmas.
I saw beautiful pictures
But
here.
outside of that, they stay connected on their own. I think every makeup artist in there is pretty driven on their own. So I really don't have to say, hey, the morale is always going. And we feed off of each other. And that's why I love working with other makeup artists, because I feel like we grow together. And they're all great makeup artists. I handpicked every single person that's in that studio. So I'm very picky about that. Yeah.
Making sure they're operating in excellence. Just
Right.
like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been in business 2 years now.
You're right. Almost 3.
Almost 3. And how
Yes.
many people are on your team?
I have altogether 6 makeup artists, 2 hairstylists.
6 makeup artists, 2 hairstylists.
Yes.
Do you plan on growing your team? Since you're just thinking about, doing less?
See, that's the hard part, because people always say, why don't you bring in an assistant? I just find that it's kind of hard to teach what you're passionate about. So,
And even if you bring in an assistant, she's not you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the clients, your clients, the people want you. Even though you may be surrounded around greatness in your studio,
Right.
people want you.
That's true.
Like I know for me, when I have an assistant at work, and when I'm able to do the service from beginning to end, they like, "Yay, you shampooing me today?" Not that they have a problem with my assistant, but they come to see you.
How are you able to give that up? With your assistant, give up that. Like to have the control over my entire.
So what would an
service.
assistant do for you? It's different because you're just basically shampooing for me. What would an assistant really do for you? What I mean? Because I'm still doing the framework. I'm still doing the chemical service.
Right.
I mean, it's only a portion.
We have an assistant for the studio, but outside of that, like a makeup assistant, it's not much. I can have my assistant like prep skin, but still, it's the artistry.
It is artistry.
And it's
what
hard
about
to
would it be
teach
good
that.
for weddings though? Because weddings are so long, so many bridesmaids and mother of the bride. I mean, in that sense.
Sure.
You're so reluctant. You're like, no.
But I just feel like you're going to run into those clients that are like, but I want her to do my makeup, or I want her to touch my face only. And I don't know. I'm very
No, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different because it's like you say, the artistry of it all.
Right.
Like a painter is not going to have someone start their painting. They're going to finish it from beginning to end.
Exactly.
So you're right. The artistry of it is. It's
I
a
like
little
the way you
different.
put that.
Yes, definitely.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. So when you do have a large party for a wedding,
Right.
do you normally hire another makeup artist, not assistant, but somebody to do some of those other faces?
I always recommend them bring someone else in, and I always refer mostly, people in my studio. And if no one is available, then I'll say, someone outside my studio. But I love the fact that I have artists that I can say, hey, this person is available, and so I just tell them to bring someone else in, because I do up to for weddings up to 8 people.
Okay,
I don't like to go past that.
Okay.
Because then the focus is off the bride. So.
So you do weddings, you do online classes, you do face-to-face. What is the thing that really, really gets you? Which one do you like the most?
Ooh.
I know it's a good mix, but which one do you love the most?
I do like the randomness of the schedule. Like, if it may be a photo shoot, maybe a one-on-one, or it may be, I'm on set for like a reality TV show. It may, it changes. So, I don't know. I like all of them.
Okay.
Because I also microblade too, so I like doing all of that.
So microblading is pretty new.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing
that? A year.
A year now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's a new trend.
It is.
It's a new trend. And do you actually teach it or you just only
No.
do okay.
I'm not ready to teach it yet. Hopefully I get to that point, but I'm just working on my clients.
Okay. So what do you do to stay motivated, to stay inspired, to not get burnt out?
I do naturally have it in me. Sometimes like I was telling you, I'm kind of in a rut because I am in the transition phase trying to figure out, my brand and where I want to take it. But I still don't stop being motivated because I want to retire early. So I want to, like you were saying, like I want to be to that point where I'm not working as much and I have time for my family. So I'm going to grind right now.
2018. Mm-hmm. What was like one of the biggest lessons you learned last year?
Ooh.
For me, one of my biggest lessons that I learned last year is to slow down. Mm-hmm. Just slow down. I think in our industry, time and speed equates to money. Mm-hmm. And so, everything is like rush. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes at home, even because you're rushing 16 hours a day, when you get home for those 5 hours a day, you're still in that rush mode. Mm-hmm. So my thing for this year is to slow down, pause. Just to pause. Mm-hmm. Pause for a minute, stop for a minute, exhale, inhale, and reflect, mm-hmm. because sometimes we're so much busy conquering the world, right? We can't relish in that moment,
right? So for 2018 or for 2019?
2018.
What did I learn for 2018? I like that. I mean, I definitely did just focus more on my family this year, and I love that. And I feel like that's where I'm fulfilled when I'm constantly hanging with my family, because I didn't do that in the past. I was always working, which
you still work, but creating that balance.
I am. That is true. So I'm creating more of a balance, which I'm enjoying. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your favorite or your highlight moment of 2018?
Highlight moment of 2018. I had a bunch of great moments. I think just seeing my son grow up and talk, and I mean, I feel like yesterday he was a baby, and now he's a little toddler, which he's still a baby. That's still a baby, but just seeing him just learn so fast. I love seeing that.
And how old is he? 2?
He's 2.
His birthday is
August 25th.
Okay. So my nephew is 2. Mm-hmm. His birthday is April 25th.
Okay.
And so I get what you're saying. Like, just see him as a little bitty baby. Now he's talking.
Right.
He's definitely expressing himself to the fullest.
Yes.
It's like he's a little bitty man. He's a little man. Like, he's still a baby because he's 2.
Right.
But it's like.
Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to a teenager, though, when I'm talking to him. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, mm-hmm. I'm afraid of the teenage days.
Like the other week I had him, he told me, it's nap time. Come on, Ankita, come take a nap. Lay down. He's telling me,
lay down,
it's
sit
nap
down.
Time.
My son does that. Sit down.
I'm like, wait a minute, who's the boss? I'm watching you. You ain't watching me. So, no, it's funny because they really grow up so fast.
Right, they do.
And I think, I know, this is not what I think because I already have an older child. Time goes by so fast. Mm-hmm. So you have to relish in those moments.
Right.
Because one day they're 2 and the next day they're 22.
That's true.
Time flies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's already 2019. I'm already in February in my mind.
Oh my
right.
gosh, yes.
Right. So it's like, yes, again, pausing and relishing in that moment, especially when you have little ones.
Right.
Their first walk, their first word.
It's important.
All those first time peeing on the potty by themselves.
Right.
Saying, I got to go now.
Yes.
All those little things. So your husband, let's talk about that.
Uh-huh.
How's your husband supported this whole movement?
Yes, he is awesome. He is very hands-on from the beginning. So he is an accountant, because people are like, what does he do? He is an accountant, CPA, so he has clients. He used to work for Big Four. He actually stopped working for the Big Four company when I stopped teaching. So that was the part that was a little scary to me.
Y'all both stopped together.
Right. He stopped before me, and I wasn't ready for that. I didn't see that. I just knew that he was miserable where he was.
Wow.
The hours were crazy that they wanted him to work. And so I was like, are you sure you want to do this? Both of us leaving, but it has been an amazing transition. He is a person that needs to work for himself. And so he has clients still. He does his CPA thing, and he helps me with my brand as well. And he is also building Color du Jour photography.
Yes, he took my company pictures last August. We loved them.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they were so pretty.
Yes. Josh did an amazing job.
So he is very, very busy nonstop. And then he's constantly helping me with my promo work, and he helps me with my website and with my appointments. So he's all world. He's amazing.
And see, that's what's up.
Right.
To have that support. But I think I would be nervous now. I'm all about being fearless, but I don't know if I want my husband to be fearless with me at the same time. And no, that's a good thing. But I'm just being honest. Like, we both believe in stability. Like, I'm always a renegade. That's the way I live. But I'm so used to my husband being that safe blanket, that safety net. You get what I'm saying?
See, but my husband I feel like with him, because he's made to work for himself, he works hard. I mean, he works hard, if not harder than what he was doing before. But
I think when you're self-employed, you do that anyway.
Right, naturally.
You go harder when you're self-employed.
I always explain to people that, as an entrepreneur, you have the potential to make so much more money than you working for someone else. And so he took advantage of that. He does so well. Just, what's the word that I'm looking for when they have their hands in different things?
And all the pots. I
Right.
don't know what that is. That's me. Find a word and then let me know. That's who I am. Icon 360, Fearless Female, Nikita Ross. Yeah.
That's
Design
him.
Essentials. Yeah. I'm that person. And my husband is, the more calm, more subdued, gonna stay at a job forever. He's like the stable one.
Stable. When is his birthday?
May 19th. He's a Taurus.
Okay.
He's a Taurus. Yes. I'm talking about my husband hasn't had many jobs. And we've been together since I was 14.
He just likes the stable,
He
consistent thing.
is.
Yes.
Like, he's that person. You be like, oh, let's move and buy a new house. I like this house. He's like that. But he's a yin to my yang. He keeps me grounded.
And that's why it works.
Yeah. It does. It does. So, okay, Josh, you, the baby. So you have your team. So my question for you is vacation.
Vacation. We do take time for vacation. We always vacation for our anniversary and for one of our birthdays. Like for his birthday, we're going to go to Colorado this year.
I love Colorado.
But it's definitely like a time to get away. So we always make sure we vacation around those times.
What time of the year for Colorado?
So we're going February, which is
still
like
cold.
the peak time, I guess, because it was the most expensive when I purchased those. Those
Which part of Colorado?
Breckenridge.
Colorado is beautiful. It is. Have you ever been?
No.
No.
Yes, for makeup, but I stayed in the city.
Really, in and out. I've been, in the winter when it was cold, and I had to do some work in the summer. Not summer, let's say spring. So I was like, I'm thinking snow. In the winters, it's beautiful. The mountains capped with snow, and I love it because we have snow in Texas. And Colorado is so scenic. It's just a naturally beautiful place. But in the spring, it's gorgeous.
Is it?
So see the water flow through the mountains, to see the red.
Oh, you're getting me excited.
No, Colorado is a beautiful place. If you ever want to see God's splendor, his creation, Colorado is just that place. Colorado is that place where I hate road trips. Let's be very clear. But we roll in the car for 4 or 5 hours, and it's just like, ooh, and just mountains and river. It's just beautiful.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's a beautiful place.
I'm a little nervous. We're going with kids, but we're going with another family that has kids.
And it's a great family place.
But someone told me that you can't stay outside longer than like 30 minutes. Or you have to monitor, I guess, because of the altitude. So you have to monitor. So that's what I'm nervous
Everybody's
about.
different. To each his own. Because we have went a couple times for Thanksgiving. And the kids love it. We love it. That's one of my family's favorite trips. And we're outside hours.
Oh, really?
Hours. Because it's not cold. Even though it's cold. As far as temperature,
people tell me
the wind chill, you can go out there with a sweater.
Ooh.
And thermals on and you're good. But you'll see the snow and you'll think, I got to layer up, and you don't have to. So, no, that's definitely one of my favorite places.
Okay. I'm excited.
You're going to have fun. Which is one of your favorite vacations that you've taken?
So our favorite place to go is Turks and Caicos. Love it. Every time we go, we rent a car. We don't like to do the all-inclusive in Turks and Caicos, so we stay like on this resort that's like on the end of the island, but it's so nice. I wanted to go for my birthday, wasn't able to do that.
Okay.
Just didn't have enough time for that, but I love that place. We've been 3 times so far. Yeah. I've
been once. I need to go back.
It's amazing.
I need to go back. And what's the name of that little inn?
It's called Blue Haven.
Blue Haven. I'm going to have to Google that. Check that out. A lot of people talk about Gannon's Fort.
Oh, so yeah. I'm like, I can't spend my money on that.
Oh, it's pricey. It's pricey.
It's so lovely though. We've had dinner there.
Yeah. I did I did a spa. I want to say at the Palms.
The Palms.
Turks and Caicos, because I'm a spa junkie. Turks and Caicos actually had one of the best spas I had ever been to, because it was, again, believe it or not, I'm a nature girl. I love naturally beautiful things. And so even though Trellis is one of my favorites in Houston, everything was outdoors. Like everything. The rooms were outdoors. The fountains were outdoors. The pools were outdoors. So just soaking in nature. And
I've never been to Trellis. I'm not a spa person.
Oh, I'm a spa junkie.
See, people see me and they think I'm a girly girl. No, not really.
I am. I'm all about the frills, the thrills, the ruffles, the bow ties. Yes,
I'm different.
The pumps, the heels. Yes,
I have on heels today, and I probably haven't put on heels in probably like a month.
Yeah, I'm a girl. And I wear a lot of flats though. But it's something about when you put on heels, make you kind of, feel different.
It does
do something.
give you a better posture.
Yes, different posture, different type of swag.
Right.
All that good stuff. So you said earlier you had questions for me.
Yes. How did you start this? Because I love it. Fearless Female. It's amazing. And I love the logo.
Thank you.
Yes, it's hot.
Shout out to Get Lunch, Crystal Staples. She keeps me together.
I love it.
Yeah, she's a brand ambassador, brand strategist also. So if you ever need anything, I know your husband got you, but if you ever need anything printed, whatever, Chris is the bum. But the Fearless Female. So I started some dinners last May. I started a dinner series called Dinner and Dialogue. And my dinner series was like kind of boss up, taking control of your life, do what you need to do. But through those dinners, I realized that a lot of us had fear, and fear that was actually paralyzing us instead of fueling us. Because we all have fears. We're all scared of different things, but sometimes fear causes you to stop.
Yeah.
And for me, when I'm scared of something, I'm like, oh, no, you're not going to hold me hostage. And it makes me push forward. Fear actually propels me. But I realized that fear paralyzes a lot of people. And I'm like, no, we're going to start this new Fearless Female movement. We're going to change that negative energy into something positive. So the podcast started because for years, my old director of education at Design Essentials, shout out to Janine Fulton, she would always say, Nikita, you need to do a YouTube channel. You need to start something. I'm like, what would I be talking about on this YouTube channel? Like, I mean, I would have to create content, this and that. So I kept sleeping under the rug. And I was a guest on a show that was actually recorded here called Making Money Moves with Aaliyah Calvert. And she'll be a guest today as well. But Aaliyah had me as a guest. And after the show, about a week or two later, she was like, girl, you had so much feedback. Everybody loved your show. You were so real. You were so raw. They loved your honesty. Cool. And then about a month later, she was like, they're still talking about your show. And I was like, you know what? I can go back over there and bring an amazing Fearless Female every week. And so every week I have new content. So I'm not creating stuff. I want it to be natural and organic. I don't want to be like trying to figure out stuff to do to record, just to record something.
I love that.
So every week you just never know who you get. So today I have you. Today is jam-packed.
Thank you.
Because I have a retreat that's 2 months away. So I'm just trying to load it up just to build up to the retreat. So I have you today. I have Aaliyah, who introduced me to this spot. And I have one of the judges. You know, the 19 judges that all won.
Oh, yeah.
I have one of the judges.
So amazing. I'm so proud of that.
Yes. Arnisha would be here today. So 3 different careers. Makeup artist, have a tax CPA, and now I have a judge here today. So, yeah. It's a good
I'm
mix.
so happy to be a part. I love this.
Thank you. And I just really enjoy conversations with you, though, Alaina.
Oh,
I mean, at the salon when you and I talk, then when you actually did my makeup, because we need more of that. We need more of that sharing. We need more of that. A lot of times people are scared to share because they're scared if they share, it's going to, allow somebody to come up and take their spot. No, what's for you is for you. What's for you is for you. And so I want you to share with the audience before we finish today, just 3 struggles that you had to overcome, because they see the glitz, they see the glam, they see the beautiful makeup, they see the beautiful family, but talk about a few struggles that you had to overcome.
I think one struggle, which, I think a lot of females stay quiet about, I went into a little bit of depression after I had my baby, not because, I love my baby, so I didn't understand it. My hormones were just all over the place.
Postpartum.
Yes. And I didn't know. I mean, we talk about it, but we don't talk about it enough.
And you didn't probably think it could happen to you.
Right. Exactly. So I'm just trying to figure out, what is this? I feel like you don't realize you have postpartum until you're out of it. And so I just thought that I was always uncomfortable. I was always irritated, and unhappy, and to have to control myself. Like when I'm putting on classes, you basically are presenting. When I'm doing people's makeup, you're presenting. So you have to put on a face. And so suppressing that was really hard. So that was a struggle. But I was able to get out of that. And I think what helped me, one, a mind shift, and then two, working out. I think that's what jump started me just out of that funk, because I had a new body. I think that was one of the things, getting used to that new body and all the sagging skin and all the stretch marks. So, you know, people don't realize that you're also battling with what's going on with yourself, and still trying to run a business. Let's see, another struggle. It's plenty of them. I think another struggle with my business is products. Products are really hard. Do you have any of your own products? No. Okay, so it's very hard. It's a hustle game to have products.
And that's one of the reasons why I don't, is because, number one, I don't mind hustling. Work never hurt me. I love hustling. I love working hard, but I feel like there are so many products out there. My product has to be superior. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, if it's already 100 out there, what's going to make them pick Nikita's product over someone else's? So it's like, if mine can't be the best, and I believe in it wholeheartedly, I don't want it.
Right.
Not just for the sake of having my name on something. Because people always ask me, put your name on this. You can do your own private label. I'm like, no. If it's not going to be better than what I'm already using, I don't want it.
Right. So I think with me, I mean, same, I just want everything to be excellent. And when things aren't excellent, I feel like it mentally like sets me back a little bit. So that, and then when everyone doesn't have the same goals that you have, you know, and I'm sure you feel this owning a studio, it's hard, you know, when everyone doesn't have the same drive that you have and you expect them to have the same work ethic and so forth. So, I mean, that in itself is a struggle, just owning the business.
That's my hardest thing. Just team.
Right.
And not that my team is difficult to work with, but understanding team members.
Right.
Because you have to understand that everybody's not going to think like you.
Exactly.
Everybody's not going to process information like you. And everybody's not going to perform like you. And that doesn't mean they're not doing it right. We have to remember that, you know, the way we do things is the way we do things because it's the way we want to.
Right.
But learning that, you know, my way is not always the best way. Understanding
I've learned that. I've grown.
No.
I've grown.
You have to understand that, you know, understanding, you know, lenses, you know, looking through life through other people's lenses and perspectives. So, and it takes growth and it takes time.
Right.
Do you have any classes or any events coming up?
I have. My schedule is so random, and so we always place classes wherever I have a slot open.
Okay.
Yes. So right now, I don't think we have the next one scheduled.
Okay.
Right.
I have an event coming up January 25th, Fearless Friday. Fearless Friday is January 25th. All the speakers from the Fearless Female Forum will be there. Chloe Cook, Cassandra Cummings, Candace Easley, Kyra Hardwick, Helena Collins. We also have Tracy Robinson, who will be doing Zumba, and it's one more person, the amazing Belinda Baker. Belinda K. Baker will be here from Atlanta. All of these people will be at Fearless Friday, and I hope to see you there. Please visit thefearlessfemale.org to get your tickets for that event. It'll be a nice little mixer. We'll be sharing, caring about each other, connecting, and just kicking off the year in full swing. I'm Nikita Ross. Alaina Salisbury.
Yes.
Thank you.
Color du Jour.
Color du Jour. Okay.
I know. I go. What's so crazy? I'm like.
People are calling you that.
Right.
Though. You're not even Alaina
I might
anymore.
as well change my name. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming today, Miss Color du Jour.
Thank you for having me. I had fun.
Awesome. Bye.
Thank you.